Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on, man? We got a doozy of a clip here that just went down a few days ago in the great city of Detroit, Motown, if you know what I'm talking about. And this one is quite funny. We got a brother here getting arrested for breaking in. My man got arrested for breaking into his own car. But how this whole thing transpires is almost comedic to me, how it goes down, and this whole arrest and the fact that folks is this bold, man. So I'm not gonna hold you guys any longer, man. Let's get into this clip real quick and I'll give you guys my thoughts. Let's go.
He was getting his own car. Let him go.
This was the scene Monday afternoon at a home on Detroit's east side off East State Fair near Gratiot. Officers trying to arrest 34-year-old Larry Morrison. His family tells Fox 2 it was an unjust arrest.
Starting with an issue to where my cousin locked himself outside of his car as far as his keys being in the car. My auntie is the owner of this house.
We are learning Detroit police on routine patrol observed Morrison trying to get into a truck with a Jimmy device and stopped to investigate.
And we had plenty of witnesses out here, which was all family, telling them that she was the owner of this house and that was his car.
Detroit police say he allegedly refused to give officers his name, then refused commands. You can see Morrison actively pulling handcuffs away and wrestling with officers. Then it escalates. People standing by jump in and on the officers.
It appeared that a crime was being committed, which led them to the investigation and into this incident.
Detroit Police Deputy Chief Melissa Gardner says the incident is under review by the Detroit Police Professional Standards Bureau, and the officers are on administrative duties per normal in these situations. During the encounter, officers did not fire their weapons or deploy tasers. One officer had his weapon at a low ready. The commander says because a dog was nearby that residents were encouraging to be let off his leash.
We will look at all body cam footage and see if there are situations of training that need to be addressed, or if these are situations where discipline may have to be administered.
Larry Morrison, who is at the center of this whole situation, he was taken into custody but later released with no charges pending. Now, as for the other folks that were out there, even the ones that got involved in the arrest, no charges pending for them either. Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
Yo, tell that deputy chief, what's her name, Melissa Gardner? Call me, baby. I see you. I like them shades you got on, though, for sure. But yo, like I said, shout out to the D, shout out to the 313. What up, though? I don't know what happened, man. This was comedic but crazy because we know how some things can occur and shots being fired. For this, we saw some tussling and all that, which I'm gonna play another clip here so you guys can see more, because that was a short clip of what was going on. But there was actually like fisticuffs and the cops throwing blows. Like, I guess them Detroit cops is ready to shoot a fair one. But things like this, guys. And I'm thinking about the dude's cousin or whatever. He got on this chain. The other dude had on the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, whatever you want to call it, shirt on. And he up there, yeah. You know, out there with the fanny pack on in the back, orange socks. I see you, player. Scarves and do-rags everywhere. Shout out to the D. But my thing is, here we go. So you're using a Jimmy or whatever have you. You're trying to get into your car. I'm not saying it can't happen. A lot of modern cars is hard to lock the keys in the car. Not to say it doesn't. But anyway, he's trying to get into the car or whatever. Cops pull up. Somebody either called the cops or the cops, as they said, were doing their rounds in the neighborhood or whatever, and see a guy looks like he's trying to break into a car in broad daylight. They stop. I don't know how they stopped, or if they stopped, they guns drawn, which they said they didn't, saying, what's up? Hey, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. A simple, and you guys don't like to hear this, you say, I'm minding my business, but if it looks like you're conducting a crime, cops are going to investigate. So, and I heard Detroit is lawless, so I'm surprised cops said stop. But anyway, you're doing your thing. Using the Jimmy to break open your car or whatever. Usually you could have called the cops to do that, but I guess you said that you wanted to do it. So they stopped, they asked you what's up, and I don't know what your response was. I'm trying to get into my car, but whatever, da, 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 da. Or maybe you just became the aggressor. Not saying that's what happened. But if you're telling a person, hey, this is my car, listen, this is my car, I'm trying to, because a lot of times they're not going to ask you if you call anywhere else and you say, I need a cop to help me, because cops carry that to open the car for you. They're not going to really ask you a lot of times, or maybe they might. I don't know what the standard procedure is. I know a lot of you that have had that done or had a cop do it. You might say, well, gee, they do this, da, da, da. I'm assuming they're going to check to make sure your name's on the registration or whatever have you. But if it comes down to this, or either they could have checked, whatever have you, they could punch in the information, punch in the tag number. I don't know. There's ways about it. But for it to escalate to this point, to where my man is obviously fighting back, trying to get out of that, bro, we keep telling you, you live to fight another day, man. It's not worth it. You can't beat the police force, bro. A lot of y'all keep telling guys, you're black in America, okay? Things don't work the same, guys. You have to relax, chill, especially if you're doing certain things, and just chill. Listen to the commands of the officer. Plain and simple. No need to get irate. They have the gun, you don't. They have the authority, you don't. So you listen to the commands, man. That could have easily turned ugly, especially with these guys. You see these dudes grabbing the officers, which I get it. If you're passionate about something, you stand up for what you want to stand up for. But if it's coming to the point where you are grabbing police officers and things like that, that could have easily turned into a situation where they felt like, I fear for my safety. These guys, there's a bunch of black dudes here. They're irate. They're angry. I'm going to start letting some shots off around here. Don't forget the warning shots. I'm fearing for my life. I'm going to start whatever. That could have easily turned ugly, but these guys practiced some restraint, even though one did have his weapon. He didn't have it pointed at anybody. He had it at the ready, if you will. But everybody lived to fight another day. So they weren't charged with anything. They were just arrested or whatever. And they went home. And that's that. But fellas, don't let a lot of these videos you watch, even ladies, you run in your mouth and stuff like that. You can't beat somebody with a gun, because you wouldn't do that in the streets. I'm just saying. You can say, well, Jihar, other demographics do it. Just stop it. Just stop it, man. Just comply. Go on about your business. Unless it's something that you strongly stand on and you're fearing for your life at that point. Other than that, just comply with the officer and just go on, man. It's not worth it. That could have easily been resolved. Even if it's your car, this is your property, whatever, so on and so forth. It happens, man. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can play the rest of this clip here if I haven't gotten to it. That way you guys see it here.
What you're looking at is a 34-year-old man on Detroit's east side earlier today. That's off State Fair near Gratiot. Now, we understand in the video he is trying, or they're attempting to arrest him. Officers from Detroit Police 9th Precinct. You can see they try to put handcuffs on him. He actively pulls those handcuffs away. It continues to escalate. You can see several people in the background, cell phones, all may or may not be able to hear a little bit in the background. Several people from the gallery then jump on the officer's back. There's a tussle with, you can see that the officers right there are outnumbered. Then backup comes. Their tussle then continues. Now, as far as from Detroit Police, we'll get to what they have to say about this so far. However, we just went out to the scene. It's quieted down at this point. Some family members of the man that was arrested and is in police custody, some family members spoke to us. They say this is the backstory of how this arrest happened.
And that's that, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. Helps to support the channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. With that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. Listen, I'm the best. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2. Bring it back. Yeah. Can't forget Tony. 50. UK.